Hey, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone. And Shalom to the Archeum that are teaching His word.
Shalom.
So, you know, brothers just gathered together and, you know, we're just going to bring the scriptures out on the, you know, this world basically being upside down and everything wrong with this place, man, and condemn it like we are set up to do. You know?
That's right, that's right, that's right.
So you wanted to bring that that article first up?
Yeah, I want to bring out this article. I came across this article today. It's on the IBT.com, and it says Harvard University hosts anal sex workshop where students told to practice basically anal sex, man. Right? So when you go into this article, I'll read a few excerpts of it. It says Harvard University hosted a sex workshop aimed at teaching students the joy of anal sex, man.
The joy of anal sex. But hold on a minute, this is Harvard.
Can't.
This is meant to be one of them top schools of thought.
Yeah, prestigious
school.
Can't.
And they're bringing that out. They're saying that they're teaching that. But according to the Bible condemns that, man.
That's right, man.
The script, this real school of thought is in the Bible, man.
That's right, man.
But then they're bringing out, and they got them top fucking so-called teachers, professors, and you know. But that shows you that's foolishness, man. What they're doing. But that shows you that how this world is basically upside down at this present time.
That's right, man. Yeah, that's right.
You got a foolish ruler.
You
know. Bring that scripture out. I'll continue that in a second up. Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah 29, verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. That's what Esau's doing, man. With all his philosophy, with all his so-called wisdom, look what he's projecting out to the community and the world, man. He's allowing homosexuals to run free, allowing lesbians, the LGBT got what, man? They got freedom, man. And that's off according to the scripture. They're supposed to be put to death.
That's right.
And they're influencing the children, the younger people growing up, and now they're starting saying, I'm not a boy anymore, I'm a girl.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a girl anymore, I'm a boy. Just creating more confusion, man.
Correct.
And really and truly, all of that is genocide, man. Yeah, because you can't produce no life by being a homosexual or lesbian, man. So everything they're projecting is just death.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Upside down.
Upside down world, man. But that shows you as well that we live in a godless world as well, man. They don't fear the Most High in this place, man. They don't fear the Most High in Esau's setup, man.
Can't.
Esau's setup is all about going against. But Esau, look, the elites, they know that the Bible's true, right? But then if they got all these you got all these these Christians and these different faith beliefs out there, yeah? If they were so righteous, why don't they stand up against these things? Christianity will allow that.
Hey,
Christianity allows that up. Go on.
Yeah, no, I was seeing something this morning where it was talking about basically the geezer was like, yo, Christian parents just know, like, basically we've got a new senator who's a fucking tranny, innit?
Right.
And then what you gonna teach your children?
Yeah.
And you had a load of people saying, yeah, well, I'm a Christian and I don't care, blah 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 blah. You know, I'm gonna teach my child. But one big person was like, well, God said God doesn't hate anyone. God doesn't hate gay people.
Get that scripture on. It says the God of this world have blinded them. You know that one?
I'll get that.
Yeah, because like the brother say, look, that's what God are they talking about, man? You know what God are they talking about? You still got that Isaiah though? Still got
I've got it still,
bring it out. Because what God are they talking about? They're talking about the God of this world, man. That's that Cesare Borgia, which is all over the gaff, man. We're watching a documentary that let's bring the scripture out.
This is Sirach 10 from the top. Says a wise judge will instruct his people.
A wise judge will instruct his people, man. And that's why, Lord willing, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, brothers we're learning to be judges. Yeah. We're learning to be like kings and judges, like to bring judgment forth on this world, man. God. And then when we get into the rulership, Lord's rule, on the masses who we're ruling, we're gonna be passing the judgments, man.
That's right.
But it says a wise judge. How do you be wise? You be wise when you follow the guidelines that the Lord has set up, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The whole Bible, man. Not picking what you like out of it. The whole scriptures, man. Okay? If something's off, it's off, man. You can't go around it, alright? Go on now.
Right. It says, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
And the government of a prudent man is well ordered, man. Because why? Because there's structure set up in the right way. Like Esau's government is set up, yeah. It's got a structure, but it's in wickedness. Everything he sets up is perverse. And he's ruled the elites, and then they got their minions under them. Then you got minions. It's a proper hierarchy, isn't it? But it's a hierarchy in foolishness, man, in wickedness.
That's right.
Okay, go on now. Is there more on that?
Yep. It's, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
So basically, the masses, that as perverse as they are, that all trickles down from the leaders, man. Did not the Queen's Philip, is it Philip? Prince Philip, yeah. He said if I could come back as anything, I'd come back as a cancer, basically, to destroy most of the population.
Yeah.
That's one of the so-called elites, all right. Well, we know it's the Rothschilds, but there's minions under them and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that's what he said.
Hey, and if I could
God,
say
yeah,
as well,
yeah.
Prince William recently came out like a week ago, and he said that there's too many people in the world.
Right.
So we need to do something about this. So just like, you know, his ancestors, he's saying the same thing, man.
Same thing.
You know?
Yeah.
That's how we know that the same thing, man. That's how we know that the people that are ruling currently are not wise, man. They're the Edomites, man.
God, appreciate it.
Keep reading this one.
Says, officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
And that's why the world we currently live in, we are currently in London, yeah? And London, you see a lot of perverseness in London.
That's
man.
right.
You see that, man. You see trannies. You sometimes, like, bro, today I was out and about and a thought came to my mind. I'm like, I looked, there was something with long hair, so I'm thinking, is that a chick? So I looked, I went round and I had a look. It was a fucking man. Bare confusion.
Yeah.
I mean, you see that all over. You see guys, and you look from behind them like, is that? But it's a guy.
Yeah.
It's not a woman.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, bro, this place is crazy.
Yeah.
Long hair, dressing in UGG boots, and
Walking like a woman.
Walking like a woman.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this is why I said that. What is it? And what manner of the?
Yeah. Let's go back to
That shows you that we live in what manner of them elites is the same way how the fucking minions, the goyim, they call them the goyim. That's how they walk, man. Because these elites are perverse, man.
That's right.
Well, check it out. They did 9/11. I remember the apostle bringing out that one of the Rockefellers was sitting in there watching it get destroyed in one of the buildings and all that. That shows that's a mass sacrifice.
Yeah.
They killed thousands of people, bro. That's how perverse. We're dealing with some real sick individuals.
Grenfell, man.
Grenfell Tower, right here in the city. Let's speak on it.
Hey, man, that's still just a shell of bodies still inside, man.
Yeah.
Bodies are still inside that motherfucker, man.
And I've driven past that Grenfell Tower a few times, man. Hey, it's just pure death and destruction, man. Seriously, when you drive past it, it's like your whole day just changes. You drive past it, you just see a glitch in this world. It's just like dark. You can see all kind of demons, like this presence is around it. You just think, yo, the Lord is terrible.
Yeah, the worst thing about it is, man, you've got a whole load of people in rich, expensive flats, and that's what they wake up to every morning, man.
Yeah. But that's good, man. And let them keep waking up to that.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, more to come.
More to come.
right.
Grenfell Tower was it's like an inkling. I mean, that was a big deal too, though.
Yeah.
That was an inkling of what the Lord's gonna bring heavy judgment here, man.
That's right.
You know, it's just the city right there. The Lord's gonna fucking burn them buildings down, man.
right.
Have them whole buildings with them BT towers or whatever, with the people in there. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is gonna bring judgments up in all these cities, man.
That's right.
He's gonna terrorize the cities, man.
It goes on to say, an unwise king destroyeth his people.
An unwise king destroys his people. That's why even when we look at things like your brothers, you know, you get it in as well, you know what I'm saying? That's why even when you check things out, like you might get an Edomite come and say, but that's not me, or whatever, says that's how perverse these motherfuckers are, because their elites don't, their own people, says an unwise king destroyeth his own people. So surely if you was, like when Israel ruled, remember in the scriptures it told you, we had like a policy, like the cleaning of the grapes and things like that. People weren't going like dead broke and couldn't eat. Esau's system, you got Edomites living on the streets, man. His own people. That's why it says an unwise king destroyeth his own people, man.
That's right.
Go on now.
Right. It says, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Right. It finished off by saying, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Go into that, bro.
Right, because right now Esau's in power, and the world is suffering because of it. Well, the oceans are polluted, man. You know, I was watching that Blue Planet 2, something like that. I forgot the name of the documentary on BBC. They're basically going into the depths of the ocean, man. The depths of the ocean's fucked up, man. The coral reefs are fucked up. The water, you know, the whole world is fucked up. But the people at most are fucked up, man. People have demons on them, right, doing all manner of wickedness all the time.
What did that one just say? Read that part again.
Yeah, kind of. That's what we're gonna get into. He says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and that's the Lord. All this stuff that we're talking about, the Lord's allowing it to happen. Yeah,
He controls it, man. That shows you the Lord's kind of out there, man. You know, you don't know his thoughts, his ways. He's out there, man. Because all this that's happening around us, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is allowing it to happen. To then what? To then show us what wickedness is. So then when we get righteousness, we're gonna appreciate it, man.
That's right.
You know, go on.
Yeah, and it says, "Will set, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable." Which, like I was saying, right now the earth is all jacked up. Whether it's the people, the air, the waters, the fish, the you know, the animals, the land, the whole earth is messed up. Yeah. But in due time, the Lord is going to take down this kingdom and set up the new kingdom, Holy Jerusalem.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yahweh Shai's kingdom, man.
Yes.
Who everybody, all these Christians, Jesus, this. You don't know the Lord, man.
That's right.
First of all, you don't even know what he looks like, man.
Can't.
He's Yahweh's a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, man. Jeremiah, we're gonna keep saying that. You know, the people say, like, the basics. That's important, though, man. The color, the image of the Lord, because people are expecting a white Christ. That's all over the place. Everyone knows Jesus Christ, man, but not everyone knows Yahweh Shai, man.
That's the truth.
That's his kingdom that's coming.
The proof of that is when we hold up the son of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah,
no one has a problem with the son of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
As soon as they got horns on Jesus.
Right.
That's right.
And the thing is as well, that's crazy. That Cesare sign is all over the world, man. We were watching a program the other day in BBC. It was in Elam land. Cesare Borgia was there, man. You had them Elamite. They could have been Jake, some of them as well. Like, you know, like in church, like with, you know, singing in church and all that. But what, lo and behold, who was they worshipping? Cesare Borgia, man.
So correct, man. Yeah.
But look, the scripture says in due time he will set up over it one that is profitable. That's talking about the nation of Israel, because the next kingdom to rule is going to be Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man.
Go
on, go on.
Right, this is Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall Yahweh of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break into pieces.
And that's talking about the Lord's kingdom, man. You see, because the Lord's going to come back and take down the kings of this realm. The kings of this realm, that the elites, basically. The Rothschilds, the Queen, whoever, you know, the elite families are going to get brought down because they're the kings of this realm. They're the people that have the wealth. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, these people, like, we really don't know what living is, man. They live, bro. They live. They got like fucking mansions everywhere. They can just go from one mansion for this week, go to Monte Carlo this week. When you could do things like that, bro, you're living, man. They own farms. They own gold. They're not living. You know, like around this. Oh, I'm gonna go and get me some McDonald's. They got big things happening, bro.
That's right.
They plan everything that happens to us, bro, basically. Yeah. They plan, pass these legislations to tighten up on this. Yeah. But they rule shit, man. So the Lord said in the days, when he comes back, read it up. Because these are the kings. They're the kings that rule everything, man.
That's right. Yeah.
Go on,
in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Which shall never be destroyed, man. And that's talking about the kingdom of heaven, man. Yeah. The kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the Israelites, the 12 tribes, man. That's what that's talking about, man. A righteous kingdom. And it will never be destroyed because why? It's the Lord's kingdom. Right. So no one can come up against the Lord, man. So it's his kingdom that's going to be set up.
That's right, man.
Go on, now.
And it says, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
And that cuts that everyone can be saved.
That's
because it said the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
Yep.
So come on, surely if it's saying other people, what's that talking about? It's talking about the other nations, man.
That's right.
Because
when you read in the Old Testament and the New Testament, it always talks about the nation of Israel, man. And that's who the Lord died for, or the elect on this side, but Israelites, man.
Yep.
So he said it shall not be left unto other people, man, because the kingdom of heaven and the righteous kingdom to come is for the children of Israel, man.
Right.
Go on,
And
man.
it says, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms.
It's gonna break in pieces. How's the Lord? You want to go into it?
Yeah, that sounds
Go into it.
aggressive.
Yeah, it's
man.
aggressive.
That
That's
doesn't
it.
sound like, you know, daffodils and, you know,
Come on.
partnership and, you know,
Right.
coming together as one. That doesn't sound like that, man. That doesn't sound like that what they preach in the churches, man. Right? That's segregation. That's division, man. That's a takeover. Yeah, man.
He said break in pieces,
Break in
shattering,
pieces.
breaking shit, man. You know, destroying buildings.
Right.
The cities, whole cities laid waste. That's what the Lord's gonna do. He said breaking, because like when you like walk around in the city, bro, and you look at what Esau's built up, you can see why people marvel at it, because he's got a so-called great kingdom, massive buildings, like the architecture, the London Eye. You know what I'm saying? So go on.
Yeah,
go
well,
on.
because I was gonna say, you look at some of the feats of engineering that this man has done.
Right.
Mind you, read the scripture, and the scripture said, "Thou art wiser than down." Some of the things he's done, right? Some of the problems he solved in building up his kingdom. No wonder, like your brother said, no wonder people think this guy's on some kind of level.
Yeah.
Spirit,
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah.
However, he ain't doing simple things like the land Sabbath.
Yeah. The laws, man.
The simple things that means now he's got to go around genetically engineering a whole load of crops because the crops don't, the land isn't fertile anymore.
Yeah.
But this man's so wise.
Yeah, but it shows you, because the apostles, they were saying that the demons are working with it. They were talking about Rockefellers, and they said the demons were with them to basically get their riches, and that's the same thing, man. The Rothschilds and whatnot, the demons are with them to get this kingdom. But the Lord is gonna bring it down, because there's a lot of time for. Get that in Daniel's as well. Is it 2 and
I've got
44?
a precept on
Go on,
it.
precept as well.
There's a lot of time for everything,
Did
man.
you find it, dude?
No,
Okay. Alright, let me read this one.
Finish this one as well after, yeah.
Can't. This is Revelation 16 and 14. For they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and unto the whole world. So that's those miracles that they're working. Their fabulous enterprises, the high buildings they have. Drilling in the cliffs of the rocks, coming out with the RFID chip, the technologies they're bringing out. They're astonishing people, making people think that these are righteous things that they're coming out with, man.
Like that new, we were just talking about that new mobile phone. What's it called?
The
X.
iPhone.
The X.
Yeah,
iPhone
yeah.
X. Everyone's going crazy. I mean, he comes out with the late, like some mad tech. I mean, come on, the phones are bad though. The phones are bad, isn't it? Like that we have today and stuff like that. Computers. So it's like people go crazy for these things. This is all Esau's technology. That Esau's Lord's giving it to him to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go
just
on,
12 years ago, a flip phone was the shit.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, with the
Flip
banana
phone,
one, the Matrix one. Press that
Motorola.
button. Yeah.
Now you got a computer in your pocket, man.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Internet, everything.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why people marvel at Esau, because the Lord set it up where, like in that scripture, it says in Revelation, it just said that they marveled it. They marvel, innit?
Yeah, spirits of devils working miracles.
You know, so they got spirits working with them to get everything that they have, man. You know, and wow the world. That's why everyone looks up to Esau, man. That's why everyone's got like Cesare Borgia up in their mind, man. You go to some outposts in the world, they worship Esau, man. Basically, you know what I'm saying? That's how we started on the world. It's been turned upside down, man. Everything. Go on up.
Back to Daniel. Right. This is verse 44. And in the days, those kings of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Go into it, bro, yeah.
Right, so our kingdom that's going to be headed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to stand forever, man. It's not ever going to be taken down. We're not going to ever endure any more captivities. We're going to be set up for the last time, and it's going to be the last time we're going to be set up, man.
That's right.
That's where the story ends, man. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be headed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. 144,000, the elect, the many multitudes. We're going to be judging the heathens righteously. We're going to be passing righteous judgment back on the earth. And things is always going to be like that, man. Everything is going to be balanced in its true harmony, the way it was ordained from the beginning, man.
Yeah, man.
Fair, man. Got a precept to that, yeah? Does it finish?
Yeah, that's it.
This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25. This is
Go into it as well, bro, yeah.
verse 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And this is Yahushua speaking. What's that we're supposed to have, man? His name. That's one of the most valuable keys that we're supposed to have. The name of Yahweh Bashem Shai. His word.
One of the mysteries, isn't it?
His word, the perfect doctrine, man. His laws and commandments and having faith in it. Verse 26. And he that overcometh. Now this is very interesting because you have a lot of Christians saying, I'm saved.
Yeah.
But you need to overcome first, man. I believe in Matthew 24 says, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved.
Yeah.
So you ain't saved yet. We're in captivity, man. Look, you're paying rent.
But they don't. If they say they've been saved, what have you been saved from?
Exactly. You're still a slave in society, man.
Yeah.
Esau's over you, your whole family, full of debt and everything, man. Then it goes, and keepeth my works unto the end, man. See, it's to the end, so you have to endure. Yeah. To him will I give power over the nations.
Yeah.
So the end result, or the prophecies, is talking about having power, man.
That's right.
But so if you're having power, how can everybody be equal?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that Christianity doctrine saying everybody's equal, God loves everybody, you got to explain this, man.
Yeah.
He wants
Nations we have power over.
That's right, man. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken. As the scripture you just read right there.
Yeah.
To shivers, even as I received of my Father, man. So that's the whole purpose of the kingdom, man.
Right.
When the Lord was praying, thy kingdom come, the kingdom coming to earth, so that the nation of Israel, star of the elect, shall rule over these other nations, man.
That's right.
You know?
And just a quick point on what you said, that we're still enslaved, man.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 8:20. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. So that's proof that we are not saved, man. And that, pertains on to this day. Until Yahweh Shem Shai comes back and redeems his elect and, the many multitudes, we are still enslaved under the so-called white man.
Jeremiah 16 and
You know?
14,
No matter how comfortable you might be in this society, how much money you got, if your people are enslaved, you're enslaved. Man.
That's right, man.
Well, the scriptures say these curses shall pursue thee.
Yeah.
Right, and if you say, hey man, you get rich jakes that be living it up.
Yeah.
But guess what? Look at Tyrese, the woman will still fuck around, still put up false allegations on your name, and then you end up being, the studios don't even want me to record. Crying as like a bitch. Or you might have a good bitch but be broke. One way, those curses will fall. Or even still, you go out, do what you're doing, and niggas trying to shoot you.
Yep.
Those curses, it's like, just reiterate the point, those curses will pursue you, man.
That's right,
Up until the point where we're in the kingdom, man. Those curses are on you.
Hey, look at Meek Mill, man.
Yeah.
All that money he's got, big rap career, but now you're going to jail for 2 years, man. When Esau's done with you, he's done with you, man. Esau ain't got no use for you.
4 years.
4 years. 2 to 4 years. Like, well, look at that, man. All that money
Floyd
ain't gonna help
Mayweather,
him.
he went to prison
Mayweather
for a
as
little
well.
hot sec. Floyd Mayweather, remember when he had to do a little bid?
Yeah.
And he's meant to be Money Mayweather, the richest cat.
Right.
Like,
If I can give you a contrast, though, you got Bob Diamond, right? Used to be head of Barclays, right? Oversaw one of the biggest financial scandals in history. He got a bonus to leave. He got paid to leave.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Right, so that's to show you you're a slave.
That shows you that there is who the curses, who's under the curses, man.
Yeah.
The Bible, that Deuteronomy, the curses, who's under it, what people. That pinpoints that, man.
Amos 3:1.
That pinpoints that, and also get Deuteronomy 30 as well, yeah. Because that shows you the curses, who the curses are on, man, and who the Lord's coming back for. He's gonna lift them curses off of the nation of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Yeah, you could be a millionaire, but Esau put you in prison and take those millions from you. How many Jakes died without nothing? Many.
Oh yeah, many.
What
It shows you,
What
bro.
scriptures say in Deuteronomy 28 or was 46, you shall go to Esau for the want of all things, right? So no matter what million, look at Floyd for example, he's got millions upon millions. However, he spends those millions in Esau's establishment.
That's it.
He's buying multi-million-dollar cars. That company's owned by Esau.
Yeah.
So each way he's just giving it back.
The
to
clothing
Esau
he wears,
anyway.
all that high-priced clothing.
Yeah.
That's the Edomite. That's the Edomite shit, man.
And that's proof that this whole society is headed by the Rothschilds, man. Because they will give a Jake $1 billion, and they'll be comfortable doing that because that money's gonna come right back to them. Because what's Jake gonna spend that money on? A yacht, a plane, petrol to fill the plane, a Versace robe, Prada boots.
Yeah,
All
but
that's going
that-
straight back to the
Yeah, you know
soul
what?
man, man.
Dave Chappelle, remember he had that skit.
Yeah.
I'm rich, bitch. That skit. Remember that skit? He had that skit. When the Jakes they were basically got rich.
Got reparations.
And then can't. And then they were putting all their money back into buying Cadillac, buying this, buying that.
yeah.
And then the report was like, it seems like they're just giving us back all the money that you said.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, he said Fubu and KFC had a merger.
You know. But that's basically what it is, man. You go to, even when you so-called think you're living it up in this place, you're living it up under the oppressor, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because all the money's circling back to Esau, man.
That's it, bro.
Yeah. We've got Amos.
Go on, now.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel."
Against you, O children of Israel. It didn't say, O children of the, or people of the world. Hear the word, O people of the world. No, it said, O children of Israel, man.
Go on.
Okay?
Sure.
Go on, bro.
Against
It's
the,
specific. It's specific. Go on, bro.
against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
And that's the Lord brought up the children of Israel from the land of Egypt with that great deliverance. That's still talked about today.
Yep.
But then there's going to be a second, that Jeremiah 16 and 14 goes into that there's going to be a greater deliverance that's going to eclipse that. And that was a great deliverance, man, by the hand of Moses, man.
Correct.
Now when Yahushua is coming back, he's going to come back and flood the earth with it's going to be something beyond what, you know?
Mind-boggling, man.
And then people, they're probably going to be talking about that for times to come, bro. That because it says there shall no more be said, it says in Jeremiah 16. But read this first.
And it says, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth."
Of all the families of the earth, the Lord's only got eyes upon his children, the children of Israel, man.
Go on.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. So what about the rest of the peoples then? They don't matter, man. They only matter for one thing, to serve the Israelites.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Go on, bro.
"Therefore I will punish you for all of your iniquities."
And being in captivity under the so-called white man, was that not a punishment?
That's right.
Yeah, that was punishment, man. That was a great punishment, man.
Right.
The conquest of the Americas, was that not a punishment?
Go on.
Yeah.
You know, the conquest of the Americas, Christopher Columbus. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was watching the Apostles, they were saying that basically Columbus here, one of these guys, older man, one of these guys that he was with, I can't remember his name, but he said, nah, this man, he's doing so much atrocity, he's fucked up, basically. This is his own people saying that.
Right.
But then the Apostle told us, like, look, yeah, the devil was on him. So he was set up to be, do them devilish acts, man.
That's right.
And we're still under those same devilish elite minds, man.
Yep.
Shit ain't changed. We're just modern day captivity, man.
That's right.
Go on, bro. Is there more on that?
That's it on that one.
Well, the point is that only the Lord only knows the children of Israel, man. And that's it. That's
right.
That's how you know. That's how you know when the Jakes they will catch in hell, like we was talking about. Man, that's Israel, man. That's proof the Bible's real.
That's right. It was close.
I've got precepts.
Go on,
Oh, did you have something, bro?
No, go on.
Jeremiah 16, yeah?
Bring that out.
quickly.
Bring that
It says Jeremiah 16, start from 14. "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, where it should no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt."
The Lord that says the days come, man. So the days at hand. There ain't no more gonna be said that the Lord liveth, that delivered the children of Israel from Egypt, which ancient Egypt. But we're in modern Egypt today, man. Bondage, man. We're in slavery all over the world, starting with America, man.
God.
That which means, what does it mean? Bitter.
Bitter.
That bitter land, man. That the Israelites are in, man. Okay.
15.
Go on. Now.
"But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north," which is still a
America.
prophecy, innit?
Yeah.
Going to be fulfilled. But
That's in Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, it still says the children of Israel. It doesn't say any other nation up.
And that hasn't
See
even
what I'm saying?
happened. That ain't happened.
That
It's
hasn't
why-
happened
Yeah.
Go.
Go and speak on it,
Go.
bro.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them. Why? Because of disobedience of Israel against the Most High, we've been scattered throughout the whole earth. You know, we've been through the Americas, Europe, Asia, everywhere, as it's written in the prophecy of Isaiah 11. "And I will bring them again into their land."
What's the land? The land of Israel, man.
That's right.
That's currently inhabited by Amalekites, man. The so-called the so-called white man Esau is currently inhabited by him. He's dwelling in the fatness of the land. The land's messed up though under them, but they got it. They got the land.
That's right.
And they didn't get it fulfilling scriptures. They got it. Well, they got Salakias. They didn't get it by the Lord bringing them there. They got it by fulfilling the prophecies that they were going to be in there in the last days, man.
Yeah.
By the Lord setting it up.
That's right.
The Lord gave them the power. They went in there and what did they do? That they used, and that's how you know that they're Esau too. They went in there and they fucking started killing the Palestinians off.
Yeah.
That's how you know that's Esau as well. He came in there with the declaration, but really he was just doing a Balfour declaration. But really what he was doing was a military expansion.
Yeah.
To this day. Yeah. That's how you know that's Esau too, man.
Yeah.
Keep reading that up. Keep reading that up.
And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
And that's the land of Israel, man, the holy land, the land the Lord chose for his children, man. And when the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, brings us back there, it will be beautified again, man.
That's right, man.
It will be
I done again.
Yeah, man. It will, because when you see it now, it's barren, isn't it?
Right.
You know, but it will just be, I don't know, man. It's just gonna be far out though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be beautiful, man. Lord's will, man.
Bro, see that the quick one. My mom's bit.
No, it's alright. I can wait this one.
Okay, cool. All right, it's because
Speak on it as
yeah,
well.
cool. I'll try to go through it quick. It's not Psalms, Ezekiel 36, and we'll start from verse 8. The whole thing is good. There's a good place. I'll start from 16. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as uncleanness of a removed woman. Right, so basically, when Israel had the chance to be in Israel, but then they fucked up, right? It says, when I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had, shed upon the land, and for the idols wherewith they had polluted it, and I scattered them among the heathen. Right, Israel was scattered amongst the heathens. Right, it says, they profaned my holy name. Right, so hey, that's what the Lord cared about most. Like, hey man, I punish these idiots, right? And I scattered them among the heathens, and they just did an even worse job, man. They started profaning my name amongst the heathens, right? It says, when they said to them, these are the people of the Lord, and are gone forth out of this land. Right, but hear this. It says, but I had pity for mine holy name. Oh, so the Lord's saying, look man, hey, it's my holy name, man. And these people are representing me, it's making me look bad. Yeah, it says, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen whither they went. Well, it's basically everywhere we were going, we're profaning the name of the Lord. Hey, look at our people right now in America, man. You had that rapper, sucking a strap like it was a dick, man, in a music video. Right, you got wearing a wedding dress, man.
Yeah, wedding dress with a fucking machine gun.
Yeah, right. It says, but I had pity for my holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whither they went. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord power, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel. So the Lord is going to save who? Israel. Right? The Lord ain't going to save him because, because anything. But he said, because it will go on to say, it says, but for mine holy name's sake. The Lord is saving them for his holy name's sake, which he hath profaned among the heathen. Right? Says, and I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which he hath profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, saith the Lord power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. Right, basically going into what the brother just brought out in Jeremiah 16 and 14 about how no longer is it going to be said, hey, that's like Rahab the harlot. Hey, we heard what your God did for you in Egypt.
He's gonna get exalted.
Yeah, his name's gonna be exalted again.
Just like we are exalting it now.
Yeah.
The whole earth's gonna know.
The whole earth is gonna know, man.
Yeah, man.
Right, and that's the main reason why the Lord is gonna deliver Israel, so that his name can be
glorified.
Glorified. That's the word. The word.
Because it's all about glorifying the Lord, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai all the time, man. That's it. That's all it's about, bro. Because it's only through him that we get mercy, man.
That's right.
Glorifying the Lord, man.
I got a quick one. Psalm 74.
And that's when they still like him, because he said profane the holy name, because you got Israelites that don't teach the name. They say that name don't matter. So that's the way of profaning it too.
Yep.
They say it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Jesus Christ.
You could, like, one of them guys said, what did he say? He said, yo play, he said something.
Yeah, yo play, one of Nate's guys.
Yeah, so
if I fucking say, man, because the scriptures liken Israel to a woman, right? We're the Most High's woman. How would you like it you in bed with your woman, she starts calling another nigga's name, man. Yo, you wild out.
Can't.
But here it is, these guys are supposed to be teachers of the word of the Lord, and they're calling another God, man. Under the guise of saying, yeah, I'm an Israelite, but they're calling on Christ. How do you think the Lord feels, man?
That's right.
And what would you do if your woman said something like that to you in bed, man?
Can't.
Exactly. Yeah. I got something. You got something? Or
Quick one.
Go on, bro.
Right, Psalm 74 and verse 10. Oh Yahweh, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever? And the answer is no, man. Like these heathens, they're not going to be able to blaspheme the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai forever. And you know, the name IUIC, these guys, you know, not teaching the proper name. There's going to be a time, well, that time is happening now when the Lord's name is going to be established, man. Right? And the power is coming back to that name, man. Right? We're starting to know the Lord's woke us up. You know, He's starting making us know who He is, man. Making us know who we are as a people. And it's all about the name, man. Because you can't get saved unless you have the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The name is the important thing. When you hear these guys blaspheming the name, saying the name doesn't matter, that's supposed to piss you off in the spirit, man.
That's right.
Right? Because we're all about defending the name of our power, man. Right? That's where our power is at, in the name of the Lord, man. That's what we got. You know?
That's right. That's right, man. I got something. This is Isaiah 14 and 1. It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And then you brothers get in there if you want to break it down as well. And will set them in their own land. It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Can't.
That's talking about... Yeah, go on.
Like I just read in the book of Revelations 2:25. What's the scripture saying? That's a prophecy that the nation of Israel, and you've got the scattered Israelites, you know, the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners, they're going to come together as one under Yahweh Bashem Shai. And guess what? We're going to be ruling over our oppressors who oppress us. Yeah. That's payback. In the scriptures, it talks about revenge, man. And the revenge is of the Lord. So that's a prophecy yet to be fulfilled. So what you Christians got to say about that? That also proves there's no equality, man. It also proves that revenge is in the Bible. And God is only dealing with the nation of Israel, man. Star of the elect.
Right. And then it says, they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in that day, the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. And from that, and who's in sorrow, man? That further proves who the Israelites are as well, man. Yeah. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are in sorrow, man. Isn't it not a sorrowful thing when you have to worry about police killing you, man?
Can't.
Like in America, that's a big deal, bro. That's war. That's a war. That's like a worryful thing, man.
Yeah, well, even here now in London, man, you got them cops with the big ass straps, man. You know, in America, at least they're just handguns, man. These guys, these police in London right now walking with assault rifles, man. And you're just thinking, shit, one wrong, you get Charles de Menezes, man. Or Jean-Charles de Menezes.
A Brazilian, isn't it?
He was still in jail. And man, they shot him up in the
tube station,
tube car, and
on suspicion of being
and they got away with it, man.
And all he was coming here to work. From Brazil.
And they got away with it.
But you know the jokes thing is, them guns are made to be used. If you think they're walking around with them guns, and they're gonna come into the local communities within the inner city and all that, man.
Hey man, like the brother posted, what a guy, I don't know if he committed suicide, I don't know what he did, but he fell off a bridge and gun police came. I thought you need an ambulance for that, man. What did I don't know.
It says,
going to make sure he was dead.
And give thee rest from thy sorrow. So that's the sorrow we're talking about. Having to worry about the cops killing you, having to get up and work for Esau, having to worry, am I going to even be able to have this job next week? Things like that, man. Or either my boss oppressing you. That's just, there's more. There's many we could go into, man. It says from thy sorrow and from thy fear. So this is the Israelites, man. Then, man, this is talking about the nation of Israel. There was those things in the even in the end, like the like in America, for example, you got them. I was watching it in Milwaukee, bro. That's like they're killing each other out there, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to worry. You got to walk with your child. You got to worry someone might shoot at the window.
Yeah.
These are Jakes doing it to one another, man. You know what I'm saying? But it says of thy fear. Even that's a fearful thing, man. You got to worry about your people's robbing you up, shit like that. That's why we want to get out of here, because it says, look, the elect are yearning for the kingdom, man. Because you know, when the Lord comes back, he's coming back for his election first, man. You know? But it says, from thy fear and from thy hard bondage, wherein thou was made to serve. And America was built via what? Free labor. England was built via what? Free labor, man.
Yeah.
The transatlantic slave trade, man. And the Edomites reaped all the rewards of the captivity, man. So that's why when we get you, we're gonna make you build the kingdom through the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. You're gonna build the next world. That's only fair.
That's right.
This place gets destroyed, and you build up the next world. That's only fair, man. You know.
Oh shit, man.
Okay, let me finish this as well. Man. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, who's currently the king of Babylon at this time? Esau, man. Okay, it says, how have the oppressor ceased, and the golden city ceased? The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So basically, pretty much, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is gonna basically annihilate this man's setup.
Yeah. That's
right.
He's gonna break their staff, man. Break their grip on things.
You go, son.
Yeah, I'll go, please. You go on.
Go on, read yours, please.
This is Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity.
Yeah, so if I may, if any man have an ear, let him hear. Right? If any man has understanding, let him understand this. Right? Carry on.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right, so basically, if you've led a people into slavery, you yourself are going to go into slavery, man. Right, carry on.
That's right. And like the brother said, we went into slavery doing free labor, man. While we're doing labor, we're getting whipped, lashed, thrown across our children, getting ate by alligators and stuff like that.
Yeah. Django.
Yeah.
Remember Django in the film?
Yeah.
The guy was gonna whip the Jake woman for dropping eggs. I mean that's minor, right? But that's what they were doing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know Django, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Django killed him.
Yeah.
I like the way you die, boy.
Yeah.
Django killed him, man. And they were using the scriptures too. They were using the scriptures. You got to serve your master and all that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna serve the real masters. That's the
right.
promise, Lord willing, man.
That's right.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Man, Esau's blessing was his sword, man. And he's gone around the whole world killing. Right, you read Habakkuk, man, it says, neither keep it at home.
I got a quick one as well. Habakkuk 2 and 12.
Oh, you actually got it.
Well,
it's in there, isn't it?
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. You know, so that's Esau. That's Esau all over, the so-called white man. And he's done that to many people on the face of the earth, man. Just roam into their lands, kill them, rape their women, pure bloodshed, and then just set up shop, man. That's Esau's way of life, man. Right? That's the way how he gets by, man. That was his blessing, man. Right? And he does that blessing well, man. Can't no one else do that blessing like Esau, man. You know, just walking around, just taking people's land and still project yourself to be an angel of light.
Yeah, because Esau be killing his own people. He be killing his own people, man. Right? If I may, can I get this precept out? Yeah. It says Jeremiah 49 and 12 says, for thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup. Right, that cup is slavery, man. That's the bondage that we went through. Right, it says have us surely drunken. So we weren't designed to, obviously through prophecy, that's something that had to happen for us to go through, right? But it says have us surely drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Right, basically saying, look, Israel went through it, man. When you ain't gonna reap punishment for that, now you're gonna get punished for that, man. And you're gonna drink of this cup. When you read, if I may, can I just get Revelation 18 and 6? Is that real quick? If I may. 18. That one, innit? 18. Bam. 18 and 6 says, Revelation 18 and 6 says, reward her even as she rewarded you. Revenge. Right? And double unto her, double according to her works. And that's not literal double. Right? That's in an infinite amount of time, man. Right. Hey, Lord, we're going to be gods in the kingdom, man. Lord either might die, put the spirit back in them, man. Because there's certain wicked things that he did to us that we can't do to him. Right? Because we ain't going to be butt breaking. That's nasty, man. We ain't going to
fuck him up in righteousness.
Yeah, we're going to fuck you up in righteousness, man.
The Lord said the Lord's going to give, like, put his his terror on us, innit?
And you see what the Lord
so
can
the Lord
do,
can do
man.
some terrible things.
You see what the Lord can do, man.
We're gonna get
fuck up
back.
your imagination,
bro.
To make you see demons.
Yeah, we ain't gonna defile ourselves.
Exactly.
Butt break, like that's for Esau, man. Esau could do the butt breaking, man. But in our kingdom, you just go and get your head smashed, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come with different ways to make you suffer, man.
That's right.
Hey, man, you imagine a Jake, man. He's betrothed to a wife, right? And his wife is there, and the master comes in, starts shagging his wife whilst he's in the bed, and he can't do shit.
And that happened. That's history.
That's history. And the thing is, worst thing about it is, after she gets stripped, she's gonna look at you like, bitch, you couldn't do shit. What could you do? So we're gonna have to come up with exciting new ways to entertain ourselves, one, and get back at you too.
Yeah, because like you just mentioned there, a lot of the stuff Esau's done, look at Jake today, there's a lot of psychological things based on that shit, man, that happened. Based on them horrific acts, man, that you so-called white people committed. But they're not the devil, though.
Hey, people get fucked up over one small childhood experience.